You take it a day at a time. It's a roller coaster. Just guide me where I'm supposed to go, because if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, please let me know. Even got to the point where I was like, if I get to 30 and I haven't done this, I'm gonna switch occupations. He signed me the next morning. That was 30 years ago.
I want to thank my family and everybody back in Oklahoma tonight.
Now, I can go anywhere in the world I want to go. I need to get back to my home. This is where I was raised.
Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
How do you maneuver through those dark hallways?
Faith. Yeah, you have to have your faith. It's, thank God that I got it, too.
It's a brand new day.
Have you experienced a peace that passes all understanding?
Oh, yeah. People without faith don't have that.
Look out your window and smile, but don't let the old man.
Heavy hearts this morning as we deal with the passing of Toby Keith. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Lacey Lowry.
I'm Robin Marsh. I was just thinking about one of the first times I saw Toby Keith was down in Norman, and he said, "Hey sis, how's it going?" And I didn't know if he knew me or not. I didn't tell him my name, but I mean, it just so many people feel connected to Toby Keith. And the news this morning that we never wanted to hear, but the family of country music superstar Toby Keith confirming he passed peacefully last night on February 5th, surrounded by his family. He fought his fight with grace and courage. Toby Keith, so hard to believe, gone at the age of 62, and reaction literally coming in from around the world today.
We're actually reflecting on the interview you just did with Toby Keith that was apparently probably his last television interview, Robin.
I just say a living tribute, and it was a blessing for me to be the steward of this story. Toby Keith, as we all know, has touched so many people around the world. And I interviewed him at his home recently in Norman, but Toby said he was actually the one that was blown away with how many people touched him and his heart after he shared the news that he was dealing with stomach cancer. Take a listen.
The love that poured out from the whole world when I announced it was overwhelming. At first, I was like, I didn't know anybody really cared that much, you know? I see somebody post something, I don't just drop on my knees and start praying for every single story I hear. But boy, it sure felt like that when I did it, you know? They directed it right at me.
Toby Keith, so many memories of him, including when he started right here at News 9 singing the TV9 jingle. I do want to mention, coming up in just a moment, we're going to share part of my interview that you didn't see, and it's very poignant for where we are today with Toby Keith. More on my one-on-one with him coming up in a moment.
Right now, I want to bring in Storm Jones. Storm's compiling all the statements and thoughts coming into News 9 about the loss of Toby Keith. Storm's live now. Storm?
Robin and Lacey, reaction really has been pouring in this morning since that news broke early this morning. Toby Keith passed overnight at the age of 62. From state leaders, fellow musicians, and those who knew him best, words like patriot, legend, and gone too soon. Governor Kevin Stitt saying, quote, "America lost a legend today. His legacy will forever be in the hearts of Oklahomans and fans around the world. I know his spirit will live on." Toby was a massive OU fan, from the sidelines of OU football to celebrating with OU softball. Coming up at 9:30, we will take a look at how the university is remembering Toby Keith, and more of that one-on-one, that such a special interview, Toby's interview with Robin Marsh, all coming up this hour on News 9.